Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Dean and mine
Hi, everyone.
masterclass. This is Dean. Dean's going to co-host the masterclass. So we are doing a masterclass on how to land a job during COVID pandemic. So we get tons of Oops. We get tons of people asking us questions all the time. So, we decided to put this masterclass. It's free, so hopefully you guys will tune in. A lot of value packed information. So, how to make sure to get the best class today. Make sure that you have pen and paper, notes, books,
Yep.
whatever, wherever you take your notes from. Make sure you start taking a lot of notes, and if you have questions, feel free to type them below in the comment. And at the end, we will answer any questions. Okay. So I know there's a little bit of a delay, so we will wait a few minutes to begin, just to ensure that everybody's signed on. I'm gonna make sure that we are. Yep, we are live on LinkedIn.
Be prepared to take notes, guys. It's a note-taking session.
Okay, so we'll just wait a few minutes. So we'll start at 3:05. So 2 more minutes.
All right. Yeah, so for those of you tuning in, let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from, who you are, what your position is, and let us know.
Yeah, let us know where you're tuning in from. Introduce yourself. As Dean said, also let us know what type of jobs you're looking for. A lot of people are
Yeah,
tuning
here we go.
in
Here we
already.
go. We got the, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna wait 2 more minutes just because we know there's a delay from StreamYard to LinkedIn. So we'll just give 2 more minutes to everybody to tune in. But in the meantime, yes, introduce yourself to us.
Let's see who is here. We got Nishant from Mississauga. Mississauga is in the house. Thanks for tuning in, Nishant. We got Anmol Aparna from Toronto.
On
Uh,
Scarborough.
oh, Scarborough's in the house. All right.
I was gonna say you, but no, I remember you're from Mississauga. Oh, Vancouver. Oh, Niagara Falls.
Me from Missis. I'm not from Mississauga.
No, where are you from, Dean?
No, I'm from well, it's like the North York Scarborough border.
Yes. Okay, so then you
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you were Mississauga.
Yeah, yeah.
Toronto Project Management. Okay, my name
Okay.
is Yamini, and searching for HR domain. Oh, that's up my alley. Okay, so who's excited about today's workshop? If you're super excited, just type excited. This will Being excited. This will be about, I think it will be about an hour or 45 minutes for
Yeah.
sure. So if you're excited, show some love. Hit the love button, or just say excited. If you're tuning in from Facebook or YouTube, then I don't think there's love button or those little
Yeah,
emojis.
yeah. Just a thumbs up, yeah.
There's just a thumbs up. So let us know if you're excited.
Hey, Maria's here. Hey, Maria, thanks for tuning in.
Excited, 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 excited. Great. We
Sushant.
are also excited to be teaching this class live. It's the first time I'm actually teaching a master class live on LinkedIn.
Nice, awesome. Awesome. Great following, and looks like a lot of people are tuned in. And folks,
Too.
be prepared to take notes. Be prepared with your note-taking devices.
Okay, so we're gonna begin, and let me just go over some housekeeping, just so that you guys get the most out of today's workshop. Uh, Please turn off all your devices or notifications, all different screens. Only have this screen open so that you are fully attuned into the session. It is gonna be value-packed session, and I want to make sure that you guys get the most out of today's session. So please don't be distracted. If you snooze, you lose. I've never done a class for free. Well, not on LinkedIn. So all those people that had been reaching out to me but couldn't afford, some of our classes or whatnot because of financial reasons. Now here's your lucky day today. You can now. I need to. Sorry, whose comment do I have on? Whose comment is that? Yeah.
Who?
Oh,
Aruja?
wait, I'm trying to. I forgot whose comment did I have on.
Hey, Aruja, I see Aruja in the comments.
Okay, perfect. No, I had the comment. So let's. So please, turn off all notifications. Put your phones on silent, and let's tune in. Take notes. Okay. However you take notes. If you use a computer or notepad, take them. As you have questions, please leave it till the end of Q&A section time, or you can type it below. The only thing is, if too many people are typing comments, it may get lost. Whatever works for you guys. And let's begin. Okay. So we are talking about how to land a job during this COVID pandemic, which has been going on for 5-6 months, and unfortunately was still in it. Okay, so what are we going to cover today? So we're going to cover exactly what companies are looking for during this COVID-19 pandemic crisis that we're still in. We're going to teach you how to position yourself as a solution provider and how to create a job search funnel. Okay, so let's first go into, well, who the heck are we? And how are we to
Question
teach all
number
this
one.
stuff? Well, how about Dean, you introduce yourself and then I will go next.
Yeah, sure. So, hi everyone. My name is Dean Dean Kulawira. So, I've been in recruitment for about 8 years of my career, and I've recruited primarily on the IT recruitment staffing agency side of the equation. And I recruited on positions from organizations ranging from startups all the way down through up to large size multinational corporations. And I've been in various interview cycles and recruitment cycles with various decision makers, everything from HR people all the way to C-level executives. And on the technical side of things and the non-technical side of things, variety of different IT recruitment cycles that I've been involved in. So what I'll be sharing with you today, and my involvement will be purely from my own experiences in recruitment. And happy to be here and answer all of your questions and share a lot of great value that all of you can actually take and do something with.
Great, thank you for your intro, Dean. My name is Gurpreet Kaur Mon. My company is called HR Superhero. So I'm an HR expert. I've been in the field for 14 plus years. I work in the corporate world. Was an HR manager before I transitioned into starting my own HR consulting business and became an entrepreneur. So I've been an entrepreneur for many years, but my company, HR Superhero, has been around for, I would say 2009, but I didn't, it was a side hustle. And I then made it into full-time in 2015. I've been doing career coaching since the beginning of my HR career. Given that I'm HR, people were always reaching out to me. I was always helping family, friends, and friends and friends and friends with resumes, cover letter. Why? Because I do recruitment. I've been doing recruitment for 14 plus years as an HR professional. It's part of my job responsibility. It's part of my duties. And as my journey began as an entrepreneur, I learned a lot of different things. I learned about selling, sales, marketing, branding. And when I was learning all these things, because in order to have a successful business, well, you don't have a business if you don't have clients, right? If you don't have sales, you don't have a business. So I had to learn all these new skills that I had no knowledge about because I was an HR professional. When I was learning sales and marketing and all this stuff, branding, getting clients, selling myself, I had this haha moment, like a light bulb just went into my head, like, wait, this is exactly what job seekers should be doing. This is exactly how, if I was a job seeker, I should have done my job search. I should have done exactly what I'm doing now as an entrepreneur, getting leads, generating leads for myself, creating pitch decks, marketing, writing content, branding. And that's what's led me to create the program that I run successfully for over a year. That's how I teach my workshops. Even in today's workshop, this entire workshops is presented in the light to show make a shift in you guys. Our goal today is to help you make a shift. We want you to stop thinking like a job seeker, and we want you to think like an entrepreneur, like a salesperson or a marketing person, but an entrepreneur. Imagine that you are in the business for yourself and you're selling yourself, because technically you are. Your business is your career, and we're going to teach you how you should be selling yourself and to land a job. Okay, so that is our goal today, and that's a little bit about both me and Dee. Yeah. Oops, presentation moved. Okay. So what companies are looking for right now? Anyone can guess? Please write your answers. Oh, I forgot to mention, I do make my workshops very interactive. So write your answers down. What do you think companies are looking for right now? So let's see your answers in the comment section.
Put it in the comments, folks. Let us know. Let us know what you think.
Oh, Miriam was in my earlier live too.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so I forgot to mention, guys, I do make my classes interactive. It's also to check in to make sure you guys are still awake and you're listening. So what do you
might be
think?
the lag.
Sorry?
Might be the lag.
Oh, yes. I keep forgetting this.
Oh, there we go. We have some responses coming in.
Oh, yes. Marshana, she's my HR intern.
Okay, okay.
So she'll definitely know the answer. Okay, able to work from home. That is not what companies are looking for.
Not what you guys are looking for, folks. What is the company looking for?
Right
So,
fit candidate. Okay. Solution provider. Yes. Yes, bingo.
someone knows their stuff.
Bingo, bingo. Cloud compute. No. Flexible. Okay. Um, great. People are tuned in and listening. Okay. So what are companies looking for right now? Hiring managers are looking for make their life easier. Now, Dean, you've worked with how many hiring managers?
I can't even like hundreds and hundreds of hiring managers, and I guess the reason you're asking that, Gurpreet, is why do hiring managers even engage with staffing agencies in the first place, right?
Yes.
And it is to make their lives easier, because hiring managers, their core skill sets are not recruitment, and their responsibility is not to find good people and find talent or anything like that. They engage with staffing agencies to make their lives easier and save themselves time so they can focus on what they do best, and that's the reason why.
But also, when a hiring manager comes to you, what are they essentially telling you?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
every single hire.
what are they looking?
Say that again.
Like, when the hiring manager comes to you and say, "Hey, Dean, I'm looking for X," why are they looking?
Yeah, because they want to solve a problem. They have a problem. They have something they need resolved. A project that needs to get done, or someone left the company, the organization. There's always a problem related to it.
Bingo, guys. So hiring managers are looking for people who can solve their problems, make their headaches go away, right? Be a solution provider, provide solutions to problems, deliver results. People who can hit the ground running. People who can also roll up their sleeves and dive right in, unless it's an entry level role, it's a different story.
Yeah.
But also hit company goals. Every company is in a business to make money. So companies who are in business to make money, they have goals that they need to reach. So results, results, results. Now, where do you fit in into this puzzle? Think for a second and ask yourself, where do you fit in into this puzzle? Okay? Need anything you want to add on this slide?
Yeah, and folks, feel free to put in the comments. Let us know what you think. Like, where do you fit into this occasion, into this equation, right? And 100%, Gurpreet. Every organization, every business, and for all of you viewers tuning in, No organization, schedules interviews, and when they're scheduling the interviews, they're like, hey, look, we got this position open. We want to meet some job seekers. No one's thinking about job seekers at the organization, folks. Everyone at any hiring organization, any hiring company, any hiring manager, they're not looking for job seekers. They're looking for problem solvers, just like what Gurpreet is saying. So that's a really simple mental shift you got to make in your search, in your job search, because a lot of you are approaching your job search from the standpoint of a job seeker, which is the case, of course. You're all job seekers. You're looking for employment. You're looking for your next gig. You're looking for the next opportunity. But the fact is, the organization is not thinking of a job seeker. The organization, the hiring manager, the recruiter, and all those various stakeholders, they're thinking about, we've got a problem. We need people to solve this problem. We need problem solvers. We need solution providers. So that's a very, very important distinction you need to make as someone who's on the market right now.
Okay, great. So looking for solution providers. Missing a mistake here. Solution providers. Individuals who can solve their pain points. That's exactly what hiring managers are looking for, right? They have pain points and they need those solutions to those problems. So you got to think like this. What solutions can I provide? What are the pain points that you can solve? So how do you position yourself as a solution provider? Solve their pain points. Now, a lot of people are probably thinking, well, how the heck do I even know what their pain points are? Well, great question, because we're going to cover this right now. Some of the challenges that we all know that's happening right now is COVID. That's right there. That piece is already given. That there is a problem right now. The entire world is in a pandemic, and pandemic alone creates challenges. So tons of companies are already facing challenges. Yes, we've been in this pandemic for so many months, but as any country, or even in Canada or a province like Ontario, businesses are starting to open up. So that also are creating problems and challenges for businesses. Businesses had to pivot their businesses to keep up with COVID, right? Some businesses were so much in demand, like Amazon, grocery stores, new businesses, like not new businesses, old businesses got flourished, like Uber Eats,
Yeah.
grocery Instacarts for grocery deliveries became so popular, right? Deliveries started to pick up and became so popular. So all these companies that all of a sudden overnight became in demand. When you're in demand and
And
came,
even the toilet paper thing. Remember the toilet paper
oh my
thing?
God. Yeah, toilet paper, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody for some reason thought that they can't live without toilet paper. And then toilet paper became in demand. And when all these companies like Amazon, the delivery people, Uber Eats, Skip the Dishes, all these people overnight kind of saw a huge spike in their business. They couldn't keep up with the demand, right? Even right now, Amazon's still struggling. So challenges. You gotta look at outside the box here. Think of everything that's happening right now and where some of the challenges could be for COVID-19. And not to mention essential products, face masks, gloves,
Yeah,
hand
exactly.
sanitizers, right? New businesses were started with COVID too, where some people started making their own face masks. And now you see all this trend with face masks. People are creating so many face masks to even go with outfits. So again, new businesses were also flourishing. New products were created to fit the need. So COVID-19 is your biggest clue right now. Second is to look at industry-specific problems, pain points in your industry. Look at your profession, look at the industry you work in, and look at all the specific challenges that are happening right now or happened in the past. And then company specific. So before you approach any company, you should be doing some homework and research and ask yourself, what problems might this company be facing. Okay. Dean, you want to add anything?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And these are such great points, Gurpreet, that you brought up. And folks, if you're taking notes, like seriously, like these 3 points, like COVID-19 specific, industry specific, and company specific, I want everyone taking notes, right? Write those 3 points down, and then next to it or below it or however you're writing it down, I want you to write all those potential opportunities that you might potentially see related to COVID-19. For example, I gave the toilet paper example. That's a funny example, I know, but think of other ways that COVID-19 has affected the marketplace, the consumer market, various industries, and all of that. Same thing for the industry specific opportunities, and not just the opportunities. Look at the problems, because the problem areas might be opportunities, and guess what? The opportunity areas where industries are booming creates problems, right? Because they can't keep up with the demand. Just like Gurpreet said, a lot of strains on e-commerce businesses right now. A huge demand. The best example I can think of is look at how much Zoom has just suddenly boomed, right? This video and remote communication. This is where all of you need to be looking for your opportunities. So don't just watch the news and then sink it, let the negativity kind of get to you. Also take a look at where the opportunities is, where are the problems and where are the opportunities. So make sure you make that connection. Very important.
Okay, so challenges also ties right back into problems. So identify the problems they are facing currently. And then lastly, what you want to do is to them how you will solve these problems. So first is to identify pain points, the challenges and the problems, and then think to ask yourself, how would you solve these problems? How would you solve the problem? Okay.
Very important. Yeah.
So now let's go into the second part of the presentation is, so once you know the pain points and you've done all this homework and research, now you can create a job search funnel. Now the job search funnel is actually taken from sales funnel. So it's something I learned as an entrepreneur was I had to create a sales funnel for my business. And I took the same concept and I just called it job search funnel. Okay. So here's the funnel. In short, it's create awareness. Step 2 is engage. Step 3 is nurture, and step 4 is close. So let's walk through it step by step. Awareness. How many people know what actually, let me take a step back. How many people actually know what I'm talking about? How many people actually know this funnel? If you're a salesperson, you probably should know this, right? Sales funnel is like awareness, engage, and close. I'm taking the same concept and I'm just rephrasing it and calling it job search funnel for you guys. How many people have heard of this concept? Just type it in the comments if you have. I know there's a delay. So if you've heard of it, type it below. If you haven't, let us know. But I'm going to continue because I know there's a delay, and then we also want to take some Q&A questions at the end. So first step is you got to create awareness. Now, what do we mean by that is, do people know you exist? Who knows you exist? You need to create that awareness that you exist. And that is called prospecting, lead generation. In sales term, you got to create leads to get all the leads, right? So prospecting and getting leads. But there's multiple ways to do this. First step is ask yourself, who actually knows about me? How many people actually know that I exist? How many people actually know that I am an X, like I'm using X, like I am dash professional? How many people can honestly sit there and say that, yeah, tons of people know me, and tons of people know what my expertise are?
And Gurpreet, would you say a great example of this would be actually yourself and myself?
Yes. So one of the best ways to also create awareness about yourself is to actually, you're already on the platform. It's called LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Build your brand, right? Building your personal brand helps you get discovered, and that's where awareness falls in, right? If you have a strong personal brand, you've created awareness about you, like we have, and hence you're here today.
Yeah.
Now, when people are aware of you, they're gonna start reaching out to you, or vice versa, you are reaching out to them, right? So now you want to engage. That's step two. You want to engage. And now, when I say engage, I don't mean go ask for a job. That is not engagement. You want to don't ask for anything. That's the number one mistake job seekers make, is they start asking for jobs. You're reaching out to people just to ask for something. And now you can't make friends like that. So don't ask for anything, instead engage. And how do you engage is what we just covered on the other slide. Is start asking them your pain points. How can you make their life easier? What is one thing that they would love to get rid of? Or what's keeping them up at night, right? So asking smart questions helps create engagement. So you want to engage and ask the right questions and the smart questions. But keep in mind, you got to make it all about the person you're talking to. Nothing to do with you, not about you. So that's one way to engage. Okay. Nurture. Once you have those messages are being exchanged back and forth, you want to then start nurturing the relationship. Nurture, nurture, nurture. So nurture also mean, like, let's take example for a plant, for example. If you don't nurture the plant, what's going to happen? It's going to die, right? Or if you water it too much, it's going to die. So you have to have a fine balance of the watering in the plant so it doesn't die. Same thing, that's what nurture is. You got to water, not too much, not excessively, but just a fine balance, so that you are building a human relationship with people. And then that would ultimately lead to you getting job interviews, right? So last step goes into close. So once you get that interview or that meeting, your goal should be to close it. Close it. Don't, again, closing also means don't be genuine. Don't, I was gonna say don't, you gotta be genuine. Don't sound like a robotic person that's just answering questions to please somebody. You gotta be human, and you gotta think strategic. You gotta keep focusing back on their pain points and how you are the ultimate solution provider to their problems. It should be no rocket science to them that you are the best person to solve their problems. D?
Yeah, and just for those of you who are not in sales or marketing, who might not be familiar with this term close, what we basically mean is the close is when you get reach that point where there's a mutual agreement whereby they feel you're the best fit for the role, just like Gurpreet says, they feel you're the number one candidate, the perfect person that can help them solve the problem, and you at your end feel it's the perfect opportunity for you, and then both parties come to an agreement, right? So that's what we mean by close. But other than that, as you can see, folks, this job search funnel very logical and it makes perfect sense. Even for those of you who are not in, who have not worked in sales or marketing, you'll notice it's a very logical flow, and it actually might be very similar to even your own personal job functions as well, maybe in a different context. But it's a very straightforward process.
Okay. Now, how many people actually know how to do this? This job search funnel is just one aspect. So how many people know how to do this? So, but how do I do all this? How many people are sitting here now wondering, how do I do all this? I know there's a delay, so we'll wait for your answers. Type it in the comment if you know how to implement the job search funnel that we just showed you. Type in yes or say no. I have no clue.
I think there's quite a bit of a delay, a lag
Yeah,
here.
there is.
It seems to be getting
Now,
like more
now
and
it's
more.
here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, no clue.
there we go. Yeah.
Okay. How many people know how to implement this? Meet is saying yes. Meet, walk us through. No clue, no clue, no clue, no clue. How many people know how to implement the job search funnel that we just talked about? No clue. Oh, Meet is saying no clue now. Trying.
Trying. Mariam's trying. Okay.
No clue.
No clue.
I know the what. Please tell us how. Okay. How many people would like to know the how? So yes, we are telling you the what. We are telling you guys the what. So everybody's saying no clue, but not achieving. Okay, but not achieving. If you're not achieving the job search funnel, that means you're not implementing it correctly. That means you don't know how to execute it. Okay, so everybody's saying no clue. Okay. How many people, nope, in the context of job search? Yep, I meant yes, I want to learn this. You want to learn this. Okay, how many people want to learn this? And other strategies. This is just one. This is the funnel, but each phase in the funnel, there's layers of strategies that go under it. How to create awareness, there's about probably 6 to 10 strategies to do that. How to engage, there's another 6-10 strategies to do that. Nurture, same thing, there's strategies. And closing, we have about 5-6 strategies. So now in each of the phases of the funnel, we teach you how to do this. So everybody's saying interested. Now I have another question to ask. How much is this worth to you? To learn this job search funnel, how much is this worth to you? How would this change your life? How would this impact you right now? How much would it mean to you to learn this? So how much is this worth to you? So think about how much is this worth to you to learn? Everybody's saying interested. Okay, so I'm gonna ask one more question before moving on. I believe it works for me. How much is this learning this job search funnel means to you? How much? Type your answer below in the comment. How much does it mean to you? How much is it worth to you? How much is it worth to you right now to learn these strategies that will pretty much get you a job less than 60 days, within 30 to 60 days? It would skyrocket your career. You can also start asking for top-notch dollars. If this strategy lands me a job, it is worth a lot. It is worth a lot. The strategies are worth a lot, but they're worth more than just landing a job. These strategies, this job search funnel is something you should be doing every single day, constantly. Even when you have a job, you should be doing this funnel constantly. Why? Because that's how you create more money for yourself. Top dollars. How many people would love to make top-notch dollars? Like how much? Like imagine making so much money in your career. How many people would love to have financial freedom? How many people would love to make so much money? You can. Imagine yourself if you're constantly doing this funnel, the strategies that we teach. You can start asking for top dollar. You can easily start making 6 figures. So think for a second how much money you would love to make. Okay, so career shouldn't just be, career shouldn't just be about what the company should pay you. You should be creating your own demand. You should be able to ask for money, your worth, right? This is how a lot of people Have you ever seen people who don't have nearly as much as experience you do, but they're making so much money? Because they've done this. They're creating this job search funnel for themselves all the time. They're creating their demand. They created their niche. They're in demand constantly. And when you're in demand and you're always looking at how, see, it isn't about how many years experience you have. It's all about results you can get for companies. Companies are willing to pay money to make their headaches go away, make their pains go away, and make money. Okay, so since everybody is saying they're interested, so this is exactly one concept. This job search funnel is the entire base of our bootcamp program, and beyond that, the base. So our bootcamp program is where we teach you the how. We can sit here and teach the what, but yes, we do teach how in our bootcamp program. The bootcamp program is 5 weeks. So we have 2 batches that are starting. One is starting tomorrow, and that's for IT industry. And the non-IT industry one is starting on Saturday. So Dean is part of the IT bootcamp, which is starting tomorrow. And we only have 1 or 2 spots left. And then the other program, the other batch is starting on Saturday, and that's for non-IT. The program is 5 weeks. So a little bit of a snapshot is there's 10 live classes. We teach you to define your target. We teach you how to write a resume. There's a 12-step process. We teach you how to identify pain points. We have a sales coach that also teaches 1 class on how to, he really teaches you how to discover companies' pain points, how to do discovery calls, how to prospect companies, how to generate leads for yourself, and then how to sell yourself, right? So job search strategies. We also talk about LinkedIn profile. We also teach you how to create your brand, personal branding, LinkedIn profiles, how to create SEO friendly, how to tap into the hidden job market. A lot of things that are not even listed here. LinkedIn, we also teach you how to tap into hidden job market. We have a private Facebook group. You have unlimited access to us, unlimited access to us in a Facebook group. Sessions are 2 sessions per week. They're typically around 2 to 3 hours. It's jam-packed bootcamp program for 5 weeks that has helped many individuals land jobs within 60 days or less. Successfully have helped many people land jobs in 30 days, 45 days, even during COVID. Even during COVID, people in our programs are landing jobs, and not just any jobs. We're talking about great money jobs. We don't teach you how to take low-paying jobs. But the biggest thing is that our program is setting you up for life. Everything we teach in this program, you are going to be doing for life. And when you're doing these strategies, job search funnel, especially the brand building and marketing strategies, we teach you in this program are for life. And you would never, ever, 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 ever have to be out of a job ever again. You will always constantly be in demand. And the beauty of being in demand is you can ask for more money. There's no jokes about this. If you don't believe us, look around you and look at all those people that are being guest speakers, have all these guests are being guests at podcasts, are leading conferences. There are guest speakers that are leading conferences, events, and they're making so much money, right? So you gotta think big here. So we teach all this stuff in the program, and there's Google Docs as well. So there's also under non-IT, yes, what of healthcare industry. So that that is under the non-IT program. So there's 2 different bootcamp programs. One is designed for IT because Dean is part of that, and we do technical rounds of mock interviews. We do 4 to 5 sessions just on mock interviews because you can get a job interview. You're gonna get in job interviews lined up when you're in this program. If you don't know how to kill the job interview, and we teach you like 3-4 different strategies on how to ace and nail the interviews, and what to do before and after, what to do during the interview, what to do before the interview, what to do during the interview and after the interview. The strategies that we teach definitely makes you stand out. And we goal is to close, right? So the job search funnel is close. The last step is close. We teach you strategies that help you close the deal and get the job offer. But then we don't just stop there. We teach you how to negotiate higher salaries for yourself. There's a proven formula that I've been using when I was a job seeker that works like a charm and has helped me get 10 to 20,000 K more in salary. There's a proven way to do it that helps you stand out as well. So this boot camp is jam packed. Dean, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, look, folks. For those of you who are in tech, definitely look forward to seeing if to seeing you on the next session, which starts tomorrow. It's going to be a Fridays and Tuesdays. It's a daytime session, so it's going to be from 10 a.m. Eastern time zone, and very extensive, folks. And I'm going to be sharing my perspective working in IT recruitment as a technical recruiter, and sharing everything regarding how to handle those conversations. As Gurpreet mentioned, the technical interviews, and also specifically, I'm going to speak about how to deal with recruiters, right? Because I've been working in recruitment on the staffing agency side of things. So, how do you have those conversations with recruiters? How do you get the recruiters' attention? Why are recruiters ghosting you? What questions do you need to be asking recruiters in your conversation with them? So everything from end to end in the recruitment cycle. I'll be sharing all of my insider information and what my knowledge of the recruitment cycle. Same thing with Gurpreet in terms of where she comes from in the HR side of things. So definitely make sure yeah.
Yeah. So now we will open up the questions. If anybody's interested in the bootcamp program and wants to learn more, feel free to send us DMs privately on LinkedIn. We're happy to do a Zoom call and show you exactly what you're getting in this program. So let's open up. So I'll just, last slide of this presentation is just, you guys can ask us questions. We're here to answer any live questions you may have about job search. If you've been following me and Dean for a year, over a year, we do these free sessions, job search sessions all the time. Can you please explain the engage step in details? That is, Shabira, that is exactly what we teach in the program. That's what we teach, and that's the how, right? We teach how in the program on how to do this. Will there be one-on-one coaching? It is a group program, but we don't work with 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 people. Nope, we only have limited spots in the program, and it ends up becoming very exclusive program. So if you are in the IT program, there's me, myself, and Dean. You get 2 coaches. Actually, you get 3 coaches. So there's 3 coaches in this program. You're getting myself, Dean, and a sales coach in the IT program. Okay, so that's 3 coaches for the price of 1 coach. We only take about, for the IT one, we take about 10 to 15 people, but we start with 10 only. So we only have like 2 spots left. The non-IT people definitely take only 10 people. And that program also has 3 coaches. You have myself that runs this program. Ari is a sales coach. Plus, for the first time, Khadija, who is a LinkedIn and social media expert, is going to be teaching you how to write storytelling content. So this program is more than what we are actually showed you guys. This program has tons of value in this program. You have unlimited. Also, forgot to mention, we go live 2 or 3 times in the Facebook group. I go live every Monday. Dean and myself together go live on Sunday morning as well. And then the other coach is also going to be going live in the Facebook group. And we do this every week. So you're getting 2 live classes plus 2 to 3 lives in the Facebook group. We review all your work, your resume, your content, your marketing. We're teaching you how to do everything. We're teaching you what tools to use, how to use tools like even Canva, how to design. And we are reviewing all your work. We're editing your work. Like, for example, when we get to writing content on LinkedIn, I'm going to be editing those posts and rewriting them for you, the first or 2 ones. You also have tons of templates that come with the program. plus Google Docs is all part of it. So you have all this in the bootcamp.
It's
Trust me.
jam packed, folks. Lot of supplementary material as well, templates, pre-recorded videos, and also that's in addition to the live coaching. So a lot of great value.
So what about automotive manufacturing industry? Guess what? I've worked in manufacturing, even automotive. So I've worked in various different industries. I've helped even on the consulting side. Our company has worked with so many different industries. You name it, probably I've worked with those industries. It doesn't matter. So a lot of people have this misconception that because they're in a particular industry that there's something unique about it and it has to be a unique way. The job search funnel we just showed you, it doesn't matter what industry you're from. It works for every industry. What's the structure of your organization? Not sure what that question has to do with this presentation. Is it possible to have guest speaker from that specific industry? Not sure what that interview or what that question is for. But guys, so that is our boot camp. Now let's if you have questions, please ask us about the program. You can ask questions about job search.
Yeah, put all your job search questions in the comments, folks. Job search questions, or if you have questions about the boot camp, we're happy to answer. Anything and everything job search related for sure. So feel free to put that in the comments. Uh, are there any previous questions for job search? I don't think
Yeah,
so.
let's go up.
No.
Hey, I'm based in Brampton. I landed in the month of March. Oh, SPR. Okay. Ask us any questions about job search, guys. We're here to answer any questions now. So it's Q&A.
We got a question from Jevish. It's a new comment. Yeah, Jevish.
So okay, the mock interviews. This is a group program. Even the mock interviews are done in the group setting. So basically, it's smaller sessions. So if you are part of the non-IT, Saturday class is 11 a.m. and then on Wednesday I split the group, so it's 5 on 5. You have a choice between either 10 a.m. Wednesday class or 7:30 p.m. class. So I split the classes. Every Wednesday is a smaller group, so it's 5 on 5. You get it becomes like a small little tiny group. And the mock interviews are basically all the classes, by the way, are on Zoom, and there's all the classes are also streamed live into the Facebook group, so you have instant access to replay and all the replay from all the other previous batches as well. And the mock interviews are basically they're designed based on who's in the program. So the program does get tweaked based on who's in the program. I personally design the mock interviews, and Dean, for IT people, he designs the technical IT rounds. The mock interviews, we do three to four classes alone, so that's 2 hours per class. Actually, mock interviews, we go a little bit more. So 2 to 3 hours each class in mock interviews. That's tons of. I charge $800 just to do mock interview, like just to prep people for interviews alone. And that's like a 90-minute session. You guys are getting 2 to 3 hours per class, and that's between 3 to 4 classes. And the mock interviews, the way we do mock interviews is I ask a question and I pick one person to answer it, and then everybody else becomes a hiring manager. And then everybody has to give feedback to the candidate on their answer. And we take turns doing this. In the IT program, we're going to split the group between myself and Dean. So Dean's going to do we're going to have it in breakout sessions. And Dean's going to do the technical rounds, and I'm going to do the HR rounds. So if that helps.
It's such a great. I just wanted to comment on that, Gurpreet. It's such a great exercise, like the mock interviews, because it's almost like training, guys. Right? Like when if you're in sports, for example, before the big game, you're constantly practicing, right? You're doing your exercises, your warm-ups, your training drills, and all of that stuff. So don't underestimate the value of practicing and role playing, and that's definitely a very important component of the interviews, because especially those questions you're going to be asked, right? Certain questions for sure you're going to be asked. Not only are you going to be told or I guess instructed on how to best respond to certain questions, but you're also going to be able to practice it, role play it, drill it out, and that way when you at the interview itself, of course you might be a little nervous and anxious and all that stuff. That's all, that always might be there, but you're going to feel more confident because you've already been practicing and making use of the mock interviews. So can't underestimate that. Like, it's a very important thing to do.
Okay, I'm looking for a job in accounting field, but I don't have any work experience related to it. Would you like to suggest anything that can help me with my job search? Well, if you're looking for accounting job and you don't have experience, that means that you're targeting entry level jobs. So first thing first is ask yourself, how are you going to get the experience? Have you volunteered? Are you a new grad, Sharia? Sharia?
Shreya, yeah, Shreya.
Can you actually just give us background on, are you new grad? Are you doing a career transition? Many employers use software to filter resumes. Could you please share some tips on how to avoid being filtered out by such a software? So, Meet, you are referring to applicant tracking system. So first of all, you can bypass this so-called software, and it's called to tap into the hidden job market. So, folks, all you guys that are worried about resumes, keywords, you don't have to. You guys are chasing only 20% of the jobs that are available. Okay? So that's the visible job market. Every single one of you that's tuned in here right now is just chasing 20% of the jobs that are available. And that is what's visible. That's job postings, your job boards. So hence you're gonna run into the obstacles of applicant tracking system. I've worked on these systems, I've implemented these systems, I've rolled out these systems. Dean uses this as a recruiter.
Yep.
And when you are relying on online, the 20%, you're not the only one that is applying to that job. There's 500 plus applicants that are applying to the same job as you. And guess what's going to happen is 500 plus applicants for one job, but only 10 to 15 people are actually going to get a call for the interview. So do the math. What are your chances of actually landing an interview? What are your odds? The odds are only 5%. 80 to 90% of available jobs are in the hidden job market. What that means is these jobs are not visible. They're not posted. You can't see them, but they actually exist. And that's what we actually teach in our program, is how to tap into the hidden job market. Hidden job market is where you're going to see the most return of your time, and that's where you're going to get the most success. It's not the online job boards. In the program, we teach you 80-20 rule. You need to, all of you guys listening, you need to have 80-20 rule. 80% of your focus and your job search strategy, you need to have a strategy. If your strategy is just to sit behind a computer and apply to jobs, that is not a strategy. Let me just make that perfectly clear. The reason you guys are struggling in your job searches all the time is because you don't have a strategy. You don't have an action plan. You don't have a game plan. All you're doing is sitting behind a computer and applying to jobs. That's not a strategy. 80% of your focus should be to tap into the hidden job market. And there's tons of ways to do that. And no, it's not just networking. No, it's not just getting referrals. Okay? There is like almost 10-20 strategies that we teach in the bootcamp program that tap into the hidden job market. Now, you need to focus 80-20 rule. And only way to, so now Meet, how to beat the software. First of all, there's 2 layers to this. First is your resume has to be 100% matching to the job you're trying to apply to. So that's called tailoring your resume, not tweaking, not adding keywords, but tailoring your resume 100% to that one job you're applying to. That's the only way, surefire way to make sure that your resume gets picked up by the ATS. It's called picked up, guys. It's not bypassing. Okay, it's not getting filtered out. Your resume is not getting filtered out. You once you apply, you're sitting in this ATS. You have your resume has to get picked up, physically picked up by this machine. ATS is just a software. Applicant tracking system is the machine. A human's telling it what to do. And once it gets picked up by this machine, it would then alert the recruiter, HR, whoever's recruiting for that role. Then that's the second piece that matters now. Now you have to wow the reader. Your resume has to have a hook. Does your resume sound like a job description? You're not wowing them. There's no hook then. Is there a hook in your resume that tells the reader they need to call you? Is there a hook in your resume? Every single person gets stuck on, how do I write my resume? How do I get it past the ATS?
Well, that's the part everyone talks about, right? Nobody
Yeah.
talks about the second part.
You got it past the ATS. You also have to now think about the second step. Second step is, okay, first step is you got to beat the ATS. Second step is, well, the human, you got to wow the human, right? The human person is the one that's going to call you. Or you can totally bypass all this and go straight to a hiring manager. So hope that answers your question, me. General question, should someone with a higher years of experience not be targeting roles that ask for 2 to 4 years? Definitely, Aruja. If you're a senior person, why would you target 2 to 4 years role? 2 to 4 years is paying 2 to 4 years. Think of salaries too, guys. A lot of people have this misconception, oh, let me target 2 to 4 years because I have tons of years experience and I'm going to get an interview. But if the company is hiring for 2 to 4 years candidate, that's their budget. That's their budget. They're not going to pay you if you have 10 years experience, but they only want 2 to 4. They're not going to pay you to your level. Is there a risk of rejection based just that? Yes, I will reject you. If you don't have 2 to 4 years experience and you have 10 plus, I will not consider you because you're too senior for the role. And also the budget, right? Like, it's about pricing, it's about cost, it's about salary. See?
Yeah, 100%. And by the way, hi to Aruja. I know Aruja. I think Aruja recently messaged me, so good to see you on here, Aruja. And absolutely, there's still going to be concerns, Aruja, because just like Gurpreet says, as someone who's in HR and someone who's on the recruitment side of the table, that's what they're going to be thinking, right? This person is at a senior level. Why are they applying for a role requiring 2 to 4 years experience? On the one side, the concern is going to be, well, what's kind of causing this person to do that? And the second thing is, clearly this person, given their level of seniority, they're going to use this position as a stepping stone and then leave us as soon as something else comes up that's more in line with their years of experience, right? So that in itself creates another whole area of issue for in the case of someone in this situation. And aside from all that, Aruja, like, you need to be aiming for what you deserve and what your worth is. If you have a wealth of experience and you're able to deliver on solving a problem the organization needs solved, then that's what you need to be aiming for. Not reducing or lowering your standards and your expectations simply because someone told you, oh, because you're new to the country, you can't get something that you deserve. So hope that helps, Aruja. Great question.
I don't see new relevant job openings every day. It's hard to find a lot of jobs to apply. Would you be helping with finding new jobs openings? Yes, it's called hidden job market. Just because you're not seeing job postings doesn't mean jobs don't exist. This goes back to what I said earlier. What you guys are all chasing is called the visible job market. You're chasing the visible job market, which only makes up 10 to 20%. I'm not making this up, by the way, guys. You can Google and learn about this. People have been talking about this for decades. There's hidden job market and there's visible job market. All of you guys are only accessing the visible job market, hence why you're struggling so much, because that's what everyone's doing. And COVID has made it harder for you to get interviews because you're only relying on one method, which everyone is doing. All the jobs, majority of jobs are in the hidden job market. Now ask yourself, where are your chances greater? What are your odds higher? Where are your odds higher? In the 80% or the 20%? If it's me, I would say 80%. 80% is where your odds are higher to land a job, right? To get interviews. There's less competition in the hidden job market. So just because you don't see a job posting, this is the biggest misconception people have. I don't, there's no jobs. Who says that? Oh, because I can't
Mhm.
see them. There's no posting. Well, have you heard of hidden job market? No. What is that? It's called jobs that are not visible to you. They're not
That's why it's
posted.
called hidden. That's why keywords hidden.
Yeah, which a lot of people don't understand. That
Yeah.
there's a reason why it's called, as Dean said, there's a reason why it's called hidden job market. It's hidden. They exist. They exist.
Yeah, and also another thing, guys, just like folks, just like Gurpreet said, always verify whatever we're telling you. Don't take our word for it. Do your research. Go on Google. Google the term hidden job market. Google. Gurpreet mentioned statistic, right? Applying online, you only get a 5% success rate. Google that as well. Being a skeptical person myself, I always do my research. So feel free to research anything and everything we're telling you, and you know the information is out there in regards to what the actual situation is regarding the hidden job market and your chances of success applying online.
Okay, many companies, I would say 50% positions where I'm interested to apply require candidates to be bilingual English and French. Do you still recommend to apply? No. If you can't speak French and the job
Yeah.
is asking for French, you shouldn't be applying to those jobs. Are you in Quebec? I'm assuming. So, yeah, you gotta, guys, get in the habit of reading the job requirements. If you don't meet the requirements, I honestly, you're wasting your time. Apply for that job. You gotta meet the requirements in order to apply. I'm gonna keep saying this until I turn blue in the face. Hidden job market is where your greater return of your time is gonna be. It's where you're gonna see the most fastest result in your job search is if you tap into the hidden job market where 80% of the jobs actually exist. This is where the jobs are. They're not on job boards. They're not online. That's only 20%. I've been saying this for 2 years, over 2 years now, but religiously for 2 years. And I still, people still are, it's still not registering with you because you don't know how to tap into hidden job market, or you think we're bullshitting. We're not, pardon my language. Google, do your homework, do your research. Everybody talks about hidden job market, but no one tells you how to access the hidden job market correctly. Everybody will tell you networking, ask for informational interviews or coffee chats. None of that stuff actually yields results unless you know how to do it. The strategies we teach you are beyond these generic advice. We actually teach you strategies, and we also teach you how to execute it, and we also get you to execute it in the program. Each class in our bootcamp program, you have homework that is assigned to you and you have to complete, and you put it up on the Facebook group, we review, and we give you feedback, you fix it, and then you go execute it. What about people applying from abroad? Are they considering employers due to? No. So I'm going to be very frank here. If you don't have your PR or you're not legally entitled to work in US or Canada, company's not going to consider you when we're in pandemic. We're in COVID. So many people have lost their jobs. There's no shortage of talent. So no, companies will not consider you if you're not in Canada. Is there a way out to check whether a resume means ATS or not? Yeah, it's called Job Scan. There's tons of tools online that you can use to see how you match with the ATS, but that is not 100% guaranteed that you're going to get the interview. Let me clear. I also want to make sure that you guys are clear about that. Definitely. Thank you for that insight. I have more questions based on your answer, but I suppose we could leave them for the actual course. Sure. Sign up for the course, guys. Or DM me or Dean. Sure, got it. Thanks. That sounds fair. Thanks, Dean. Could you provide an example of how we could tap into the hidden job market aside from networking? Yeah, it's called Join Our Bootcamp program. We will not be providing examples because we've provided tons of examples every single day through our content and our LinkedIn lives. It's called sure way to tap into hidden job market. It's called build your brand, personal branding. You want a sure 100% bulletproof way to tap into the hidden job market. It's called personal branding.
That's
Which,
probably the most powerful one. Yeah.
yeah, the most powerful one. And you're also sitting on the tool that will help you build that personal brand, and that is called LinkedIn, which we teach in the program. Thank you. You're welcome. No, I'm in Brampton. Thanks. Time to learn French now. If you are in Brampton, not sure why 50% of the jobs you are applying to it requires French. And let me ask you something. Why are you going to go learn French? I don't think you're listening to what we've been saying. 80% of the jobs are in the hidden job market. Chaitali,
Chetali. I think it's
Chitali.
Chetali.
Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly.
Maybe she's in customer service. I think she's in maybe customer service. That's the only
Maybe.
reason I would think French would be so important, like a customer
Maybe.
service rep or something.
So again, I'm going to go back to it in job market where 80% of the jobs actually exist. What about the status of work permit? What about it? Is there a question there? Thanks for the insights. I'm based in Brampton, but I'm applying to remote jobs in Canada. Okay. Okay, so well, whoa, it's 4:08. We are going to conclude the session right here. If anybody is interested in the bootcamp program, I will drop the link, or you can just reach out directly to us, and we are more than happy to give you the details. We're happy to even jump on a Zoom call to answer any questions about the bootcamp program so that you can make a sound decision for yourself. And let me just drop the link.
Yeah, and for those of you in IT, the next session is starting tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So if you want to check it out, if you want to get on a Zoom with us, let us know. We're happy to run you through the program in more detail and answer any questions you have. But we'd love to see all the IT people, all the tech people in tomorrow morning's class, bright and early. Well, not bright and early, but in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time zone.
And non-IT, that batch is starting on Saturday, 11 a.m. We only have like two or three spots available for that session. Again, I'm happy to do a Zoom call to answer any questions. Let me just drop the link for you guys where you can read more details about this program, get to know us as coaches, and get full breakdown of this program. We've done like a quick overview of it, but there's tons of things in this program as well. I'm also happy to do any Zoom call for non-IT people to help you understand the program so you can make a sound decision. If you are ready to land a job, say 30 to 60 days, trust me, you want to be in this program. So I've dropped the link. You guys can grab it, register, DM us, and more than happy to answer any questions you may have. So we are going to conclude the session. Oh, there's more questions?
I think we have one more question from Bipin. I think.
I'm on open work permit ending December 2021. Does that limit my chances of being selected? Should I be specific while choosing jobs? Now it depends. Yes or no? My question back to you, Bipin, would be, well, are you applying for your PR? Have you applied for your PR?
Yeah.
What are the chances of your work permit getting extended? Some companies may not mind that you're on a work permit, and if they like you, then they'll help you get your work permit extended. So it's like there's no 100% answer here. It's case by case.
I don't think the link dropped, Gurpreet. Someone's saying that they don't see the link.
Oh. Okay. What happened?
But great feedback there from Aruja. Aruja says this was very, very helpful. Thank you, Gurpreet and Dean, for hosting this live session. Yeah, no worries, Aruja. Thanks for tuning in. Hope it was helpful. and it helped you with some insights.
Oh, what we also forgot to mention was we also post jobs from our network in the private Facebook group for the bootcamp. So we do leverage our network to help you as well to get jobs. If our network is hiring, that is. If our network is not hiring for your expertise skills, then yeah, we can't leverage our network in that sense. But we do. And there's another way to access the hidden job market is through us, by us leveraging our network. Let me drop the link one more time. I don't know what happened.
There we go. Yeah, it showed up
It
this time.
dropped now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. There we go. It will get extended though. Okay, if it's gonna get extended, Bipin, then I don't see it being an issue. Again, it's a case by case, and it depends on the
Yeah.
employer. To be honest, there's no 100% correct answer here. Okay, thank you everybody for tuning in.
Thanks, everyone.
We're gonna have to call it a day because it's 4:12 and it's been over an hour. If you need assistance, you have further questions about the bootcamp program, it is IT1 starting tomorrow, and the non-IT one is starting Saturday. Please reach out to us. Happy to provide additional information. I have dropped the link. The link is for the both programs. So there's one for IT. It would say land your dream IT job. The non-IT one just says land your dream job. So there's two different programs that are starting this week. So thank you, Manpreet. You are handsome. No, my name is Gurpreet. It's not Manpreet. My name is Gurpreet. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And we will see you guys soon. And hopefully we see you guys in our program. And enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.
Bye.